destroy.
Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's David, aka Desirous, and I'm bringing you my first gameplay from the Xbox. That is right. At the end of the last video, I know it was only a short and sweet video, but I did mention to you guys that I have indeed bought an Xbox, and there's a couple of reasons behind it, and yeah, I'm going to get into some of them now straight away. First reason, yes, I have always been exclusive to the PS3 or to Sony. I've always had PlayStations, but you know by now, guys, I keep going on about competitive gaming. I want to get better at competitive gaming, and Xbox is where competitive gaming's at. That's what I want to say, at least. I know there is competitive gaming for PS3, I know. Just because I've bought an Xbox as well does not mean that I'm not going to be playing PS3, does not mean that I'm not going to be competing in PS3 tournaments and such like that either. It just means that I am going to be playing Xbox as well. Basically, I was going to be looking at getting the Xbox 720. I was going to be looking at getting that switch over. However, because I am going to be having to wait until it's probably going to be at least Christmas until I get the Xbox 720 when it's released. I thought it was meant to be this summer that it was released, but I've been told different. It's actually meant to be the winter holidays. So, seeing as it was such a long wait that I would have had to wait for the Xbox 720, I thought, why not, you know, invest I think it's about £150 or whatever that'd actually be in dollars, into an Xbox 360 and Black Ops 2, and, you know, get used to the Xbox, get used to the controller. And luckily enough, I have to admit, yes, it was a bit difficult, so I've had it for about a week now, best part of a week. It was hard to get used to it originally. Obviously, it's so much different to the PS3 controller. I've actually changed a couple of things as well, which I might go into detail about later on in this video, but through a couple of changes and through a little bit of a different layout on the thumbs and the way I grip both controllers, I'm actually able to use both now, which is absolutely great. This gameplay, as I say, is actually from Xbox, so considering I've only had Xbox now for, I think this was recorded about 2, maybe 3 days after I'd bought the thing, so, you know, sniping like this with an Xbox controller is pretty average for players, but hey, I'm pretty proud of it. Don't diss me. So yeah, but one big thing I have noticed now, control freaks are one thing that I've always said for gamers. If you want to get good with this game, or if you want like a hand getting used to this game, a hand, that's not a very good way to say it. If you want to buy anything that will improve your aim, help you win more gunfights, I've always said control freaks will do that. I've had control freaks now for quite a while. I would say at least probably 9, maybe even more months. I think pretty much since when I started YouTube, which is about a year ago now. But I did have control freaks then, and I've always used one for both thumbstick on the PS3. Now, loads of people just use it for the aim because, you know, the aim is the important one. You definitely need one for the aim. But, you know, I always used to find that having one on the movement stick, one on the left analog stick helped as well. However, obviously now that I've got 2 controllers, one for each, I've actually, instead of like going out and paying about $3, it's real cheap, they really are. You need to go and invest in them. If you haven't ever seen them before, search them on Google because they're definitely worth the money. But seriously, guys, back onto topics. I'm almost going way off topic here. But yeah, so what I've done is I've actually taken one control freak off the PS3 controller on the left analog stick and plonked on the aim stick for the Xbox. And what I've actually found that helps with is, because I'm playing on both, obviously you guys already know the kind of layouts of the sticks, but the aim stick is in the same place on both controllers, but obviously on the Xbox and the PS3, the left analog stick are in different places, you know, where the D-pad is and such like that for the opposite console. So, because of that, I found it a lot difficult with the control freak on the left analog stick to actually aim efficiently, or not aim efficiently, to move efficiently. So what I've actually done in the last couple of days is worked a way around it so I can actually just, you know, without the control freak, I can still walk around. I mean, as long as the aim is the most important bit. I mean, moving about, you know, is important, but you don't have to be crystal clear, accurate or anything with it. So, you know, I was happy with, let's say, being able to get used to this game as quick as I have. The thing is as well, another thing that helps is, I've always said one thing that's helped me in Black Ops 2 on the PS3 side is not exactly my gun skill, but my knowledge of the game, the spawns, and how to outthink the enemies. And as you'll see here, even though I sniped that dude in the back of the leg, you know, I was still able enough to be wise and come up from behind him. Now, unfortunately, sniping him in the leg wasn't the same thing. I got absolutely killed. But, you know, I'm on score streaks, so that'll do. Anyway, so, off of the gameplay for a sec. But yeah, with the Xbox, I haven't started playing competitively with Xbox or anything like that. I am still playing competitive with PS3, although if I can snipe like that, you know, it might not be too long until I get competitive on the Xbox. But I don't want to jump into the Xbox before I'm ready. That's one thing I don't want to do. I want to be confident, and I want to be making sure that I can win those gunfights and not let anyone down, because I hate it when people let me down on the PS3, so I don't want to go to Xbox and find out that people are just the same. So yeah. Anyways, but now going on to a little thing I wanted to say on the end of this video as well. It is actually pretty long gameplay, so I might just keep rambling and see how long this goes on for. But as far as like the technology is concerned, obviously I've gone over like Control Freaks as well for helping your aim and helping play the game. But there's a couple of things on the market, as well as Control Freaks, that people think they should buy, they want to buy, they don't know whether they should buy. And there's a couple of things I've tried, there's a couple of things I haven't tried as well. For example, Scuff controllers, I haven't actually tried those. However, I have two good friends of mine that have actually got them, so I can go off knowledge from them. But there's certain things, obviously Astros is something I've always said helps like a pro gamer. You see everyone on the circuit, usually they're using Turtle Beaches or they're using Astros. So it's always worth it. God, if I'd have got a snipe throughout wall then it would have been brilliant. But it's always worth, it was worth a lot of money when I bought them. They were a heck of a lot of money to buy. But the difference is, you know, if you want to get good at a game, or if you want to take this game in seriously, then, you know, it's up to you how much money you've got for starters. If you're like a 13-year-old kid, I mean, it might be a bit different, because, you know, you might only get some like low pocket money or something. Your parents might not be able to afford it. You probably won't have a job at 13. So, whereas me, you know, I've worked for 3 years. Yeah, fair enough. It's only at like a superstore, stacking shelves near enough. But you know, it's a job, and it's still been paying pretty decently for 3 years. So I ain't gonna complain. Anyway, so Astro is one thing I'd definitely recommend to any gamer out there. Another thing as well, obviously, was the Control Freaks, and then onto the Scuff controllers. Now, as I said, two of my mates have got them. I was considering, before I got the Xbox, I was honestly considering getting the Scuff controller for the PS3. But the thing is, I don't know how much it benefit me. It is a lot, well, I say it's a lot of money. It's, again, you know, it could be worth the money. It's one of those things, I think, that if it helps you, it helps you. I know people like Scumpy prefer to play Claw, and that's a big thing as well. It's always the Claw versus Scuff controller debate. And god damn it, I hate it when all your teammates die and someone just rushes you when you're falling in a score streak. It's so unlucky. But there's always the debate between should you buy a Scuff or should you just learn to play with a Claw. And the thing is with me, I've always played standardly. I've never even played using the Claw. So yes, maybe I should buy a Scuff because I haven't played with the Claw. Maybe it'd improve my gameplay. I don't know. I want to see what you guys think, because you don't find many competitive gamers that don't play either doing the Claw or having a Scuff. So, you know, maybe me playing standard's a bit original, but if it works for me, it works for me, right? So make sure you leave in the comment section as well if you have any kind of gaming equipment or gaming add-ons or anything that you've bought recently that you think has improved your game. Make sure to leave it in the comments, because, you know, this channel at the moment, I am just trying to help all of you guys out, get you more aware of the kind of products that are out there, help you get better at the game, just overall help you improve, because, you know, we all have fun when we're playing well. So if you're winning, that's a brilliant bonus, but, you know, if you play well, most of the time you win. I find that. So if only I could get out of silver rank in Xbox, that'd be brilliant. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you watch the two last rounds here because I don't want to keep rambling on. But yeah, as you can see here, we are 5-4 down still. I'm actually running a shotgun and a sniper here, which is something I've been trying out in League play, you know, seeing what players do. Thing is, because I started with this class at the very start, they got wise to me running down the centre, and once I missed one shot and got one shot, they stopped doing that. But it's always worth a check just in case, because at the end of the day on this map, if they do run down the centre like they did in one of the rounds when I was using the Hellstorm, then, you know, you're dead. So, But yeah, as for the class, I'm running the shotgun with, I believe it was laser and long barrel. That's what I always run with Remington. And then obviously with the overkill wildcard, with that I'm running the DSR-50 with just a normal ballistic CPU, just to stop that sway a little bit. And so I find it pretty useful on this class. So if you guys want to try that class out in S&D, I'd recommend it, even if you don't do that well. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and, you know, I'll go 14 and 5 here. Not wrecking the last bit of this gameplay here, but I'll go 14 and 5, so it's not that bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a rating if you did enjoy. If you got any constructive criticism, leave it in that comment section below. Make sure you subscribe, and until next time, guys, make sure you watch the 2 videos on the outro video, and take care. Bye-bye.
Bomb is armed. RCXD inbound.